Alright, so I'm putting together a little video here to show you how to relocate your R3 and L3 buttons on a PlayStation 3 Dualshock 3 controller. This one is, I did this one on an older model Dualshock 3. You can tell the difference between, there's a little tab right here in between the R2 and R1 button. And on older models, that tab's there, but on newer ones, like this brand new one I got, it's just a solid piece. And the boards are a little bit different. The solder point should be the same. Alright, so first just a little checklist of what you're going to need. As I said before, you're going to need some switches. So got these little switches at Radio Shack, like I said. You can use any switch you want, but these are just really low profile. So if you have your vibration motors in there still, that might help you out a little bit for spacing or whatever. Alright, just a quick correction here. In the beginning I showed you guys these switches, but that switch is too small where it doesn't come through the controller. Stupid me. It's a 5mm tack switch, so I went and got these bigger. It's a 9.5mm switch, and you can see those stick out a decent amount there. So if you're getting switches like this, make sure they're long enough. You're gonna need a controller. Yeah. Some hot glue gun here to hold the switches in place, and a soldering iron, some solder, little wire snippers, just two of those little pliers just to help you out. And you're gonna need some wire. I got these wires off of this is an old ATA cable from a computer. I just split it with a razor knife, and just got some wire there. You shouldn't need too much, just a foot, maybe a little more than that. Okie dokie. The first thing you're going to want to do here is just take the 5 screws out of the back. I went ahead and did that already just to speed things up a little bit. Now to open it up, there's a little tab right here, so you want to put a little pressure right in here and then just kind of pop it open. It might be a little hard the first time you do it, but after that it gets a little easy, and then carefully up and over. Yeah, it's awesome. Alright, so we need to remove the battery here just to get it out of the way. You don't just want to pull on it because you might pull the wires out of there, so I go ahead with a needle nose and just wiggle it out of there. Depending on the newer model or old model, the old model has screws holding in the analog sticks, not the analog sticks, the vibration motors here. There's 4 screws holding them in. On the new models, they're just a little bit of adhesive that you can pull them out. First we need to take a screw out of the middle of the board right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the this should just pop right up and off. And now there's a little, that white tab right there, that when you push down, that's what activates the switch. So if you just cut that little white tab off so it doesn't hit the switch, that'll disable these 2 analog sticks here, the analog buttons. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so once you get both of those clips out of the way, you're all done on this side, so you can go ahead and put your caps back on. Okay, put this back together. Alright, so the points we're going to be soldering here, there's like a square right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's the same on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to be going across. So this top one here, and then you're going to be using this bottom one right here. And same on the other side, you're going to be using this top one right here, and the bottom one right there. Probably be easier if we get these out of the way here. Doesn't take much. These plastic clips come out pretty easy. So we're down there, we can go ahead and put these motors back in.